right, hey everybody, welcome to this video. So today what I want to go through is something really important to understand in your business journey, and it's something that I honestly wish that we had learned earlier. We went from our kitchen bench basically making $0 just with an idea in our head to now doing 500k a month on average in our ecom business. And if we had have known this one thing from the very beginning, then we would have had a much quicker journey to our success. So I hope that I can share this with you and you can take action on it and learn from our mistakes, so to speak. So first and foremost, my brother and I started an e-commerce business about a decade ago. We now do 500k a month in revenue. We did 6 mil in revenue last year. In our spare time now that we've systemized most of our business, we now help other ecom businesses with their growth. So if you're looking to scale as quickly as possible to 100k a month and beyond, jump down below, book a time to chat, and let's get acquainted to see if we can help you out. So let's just jump straight into it. So this one thing is really a mindset thing, a mind shift thing that you need to understand to ensure that your business doesn't basically fail. This is, I believe, one of the real reasons why ecom brands fail. And it comes down to you, actually. You as the business owner and you as the person, and you as I would put it down to ego. It's the concept of thinking that you can do everything on your own without anybody helping you in any other way. And that one thing held us back years, I would say, from learning. And we now that we know that concept and we've shifted our mindset in that way, we basically look at ways that we can, get another step in there, another step in there, another step in there. So we start trading money for time. That is the only way that you can buy back time, is actually buying knowledge and experience. And by thinking if you can do it all on your own, that is such an insular way of actually thinking. That it's all about you. It's all about what you can do, what you can achieve with your life. Whereas really the reason we start businesses, or it should be at least, is serving other people. So why wouldn't we share our own journey and let people into our own little journey to help us as much as possible, and admit the fact that we can't do it all on our own, right? So there's a couple of really important things to understand about this whole concept. So firstly, it prohibits you from making decisions. It really does. This is what, in our experience, it prevented us from making important decisions to go one way or the next when you can't take both routes, right? So this really contributed to indecision and confusion around what we were doing. And then off the back of that, making costly mistakes. So, okay, yeah, we'll go down this route. Maybe we could have been advised to go the other route from someone else's experience, and yet we chose to go and make that decision, made a costly mistake, and it's really impacted on both time and money in exactly the same way, right? And now we actually got to a couple of points where we were almost at failure point. By failure point in terms of shutting the doors of our business. And this happens all the time. We see this from people, only ever take advice from people that have done what you want to do or have had much more experience in what you want to do. You don't take stock tips from someone who's never, made it in the stock industry. Right? Never take real estate advice from someone who's never made millions in the real estate. It's just like that. That's just how it goes. So I'm talking about real advice from people that have done what you want to do to avoid making the costly mistakes. And the third thing is that where it actually really hamstrings you is the lack of support and confidence in the way you're actually going. And I caught up with my mentor last week and I said, look, I just really need to know that what I'm doing is the right thing here. And he said, okay, show me what you've currently been doing. And by looking at my activities, what I was doing on a daily basis, he was able to say, you know what, you're actually on the right track. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. I've been where you're at, and I can see that is the same behaviors that I was actually doing at the time that got me to my bigger goal, which is where he was now. And so having a lack of support and confidence around that, you might give up. You might be 90% to discovering that gold and be like, oh, this isn't working, I'm giving up. And so again, going back to that feeling insular and isolated, that's where not having somebody to lean on and thinking you can do it all on your own really can break your business. All right. So that's just, a few things that we've experienced in our, let's call it first half of our journey, trying to do it all on our own, that we actually experienced. When we actually made that mindset shift, we completely changed our business for the better. Because suddenly we were taking advice or getting guidance from somebody who had done what we want to do to basically multiply 100x our actual ability to get to our destination. So to rule out or minimize any failure points, right? By getting there with a proven system and not trying to reinvent the wheel of business or customer behavior or product innovation. They had made all the mistakes or seen all the mistakes that we were potentially going to make. So it creates so much certainty around actually arriving at your destination to rule out and minimize the failure points. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you're on the right track, it's the ability to get there faster. Again, making decisions and being able to have some support from somebody who's been there and done it and made these mistakes. Time is money. If they can say, yes, you need to invest in that product now, not in 6 months. Like, yes, you need to do that marketing, or no, you don't need to do that marketing, put it over here. That's time and that's money. And so having that guidance is so important, because then you can obviously mitigate the risks and failures and lost time and money, right? Why would you not want to get somewhere 12 months ahead of where you're forecast to get to just by leaning on somebody else? Everybody wants to, of course. And then the third thing is actually enjoying it with confidence. You know, sharing your journey with somebody, following in the footsteps and of the guidance of somebody that's actually done what you want to do. There's honestly no other feeling like it. It's such almost like a team sport, right? And has a really unspoken impact on your own perception, your enjoyment of what you do, sharing it with somebody, knowing that someone's in your corner that's succeeded to where you want to get to is so fun and so enjoyable. And the reason it's fun and enjoyable is because you've got this level of confidence within you that you're on the right track and you're going to make it. That's the real enjoyment out of what we have found about letting down our guard, so to speak, admitting the fact that we don't know everything and not thinking that we can do it all on our own. By letting people in, actually learning from the guidance from somebody that's done it before, we enjoy it so much more. And as I say, behind that sits confidence that, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get to $1 million a month. Like, we just know that's inevitable, because we have a system we're following, because we have the support of somebody that's done it. They're the real impacts on our direct business. And so there's obviously financial and emotional. I honestly believe that the success of any one being is largely proportionate to your mindset and your ability to think clearly and methodically and have confidence in yourself and belief in your business that contributes to the success, as much as the practical stuff and practical skills. And so they're the main reasons, honestly, why businesses fail, because they think they can do it all on their own. They think that they're trying to carve and trailblaze this path that hasn't been on before, basically. And the fact is that that's not true. And you could get there with certainty and a hell of a lot faster and with a hell of a lot more enjoyment and confidence if you have somebody by your side supporting you. And so there's just a few lessons about why you can and how you can succeed, is getting help from people who have done what you want to do, right? I hope that's shifted your mindset in the sense of not thinking you have to do it all on your own, not being insular. Especially in online businesses, it's very easy to feel isolated and like, this is just me going through this. But I can guarantee you the problem has been solved before. So find those people, reach out to those people and get guidance and interest from them in terms of helping you out, because it's going to be a lot more enjoyable and you've got a lot more certainty of actually succeeding with a lot less time wasted and money wasted. So look, I hope that helps. Feel free to reach out with any questions, but thanks for watching and see you next time.